A guilty plea is denied in the murder of a York University student.
And the Canadian Supreme Court rejects a member in a historic ruling. Humber News starts now.
Hello, it's Friday, March 21st. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus. I'm Kelly Kazakia. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm John Mace. Ahead on our show, we'll have all your news, sports, and entertainment highlights, as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, Kelly has our top story.
A man charged with killing a York University student has been denied his request to plead guilty to manslaughter, but the Crown rejected his plea. This morning, Brian Dixon pleaded not guilty to the first-degree murder of Qian Liu, a 23-year-old Chinese student. Dixon is accused of murdering Liu in her basement apartment located near York University in 2011. Liu's boyfriend in Beijing said he was speaking with Liu via webcam. He then saw an intruder enter the apartment before the webcam disconnected. Dixon's first-degree murder trial is expected to start next week.
The Toronto Police Marine Unit has found the body of a missing Toronto man in Lake Ontario. The body of 49-year-old Douglas Queen was found near Humber Bay Park in the city's West End Thursday afternoon. His family believes that an incident at Brock Public School, where Queen has been a longtime teacher, may have led to his disappearance Monday morning. His car was found at the park near Lakeshore Boulevard and Park Lawn Road.
President of the HSF-funded NDP club, Musawar Ahmed, is speaking out against what he says is a non-democratic act. Ahmed and his executives are canceling their activist open mic night scheduled at the Lynx Lounge next Wednesday. The cancellation is a protest against presidential candidate Tim Berlante's denial of an appeal of his disqualification. Ahmed says as a leader of a Democratic Party group, he feels it's necessary to take action.
It's important because we live in a democratic country, and if our school is not practicing democratic rights, then it's as if the laws of this country don't matter once we enter these walls.
Ahmed also says he will express his concerns at the annual general meeting of HSF at the North Campus on Wednesday at 11 a.m.
The diagnosis is in, and apparently the Humber River is as healthy as can be. According to a report from the World Wildlife Fund, the Humber River, which runs through Toronto all the way to Niagara, is in good condition. The assessment looks at the health of fish, bugs, water quality, and the flow of the river. Rivers are assessed on a scale ranging from very good to very poor. The WWF report says the river is also well monitored.
It may not seem like it, but the first official day of spring was yesterday. Humber's Arboretum Ecology Center is ready for the arrival of spring and has planned some great programs for the nicer weather. Humber News reporter Corey Weir has more.
Spring has sprung for the Ecology Center at Humber's Arboretum. Staff at the center have released their spring and summer events schedule for all ages. Some of the programs offered are geared towards elementary school students. These programs teach the children about the outdoors, plants, and animals. Events and Public Relations Manager at the Ecology Center, Torian Linton, says he especially likes seeing the reaction of children from other countries.
A lot of the kids is their first time seeing deer and things like that. We also have foxes and owls and different types of birds. So for them to see that and the looks on their faces, they get so excited. It's quite rewarding at the end of the day.
One of the more popular activities that has already began is maple syrup tapping. Oh, hi there. Just checking my pails full of maple syrup. Unfortunately, there hasn't been much maple syrup this season with the fluctuating temperatures and the long winter we've had. But that doesn't mean the season's over quite yet.
You need the freezing temperatures in the nighttime, and you need above the positive temperatures in the day. So it's tricky because you need to have it consistently.
Some of the areas of the Arboretum were hit harder than others over the winter, making maple syrup tapping a little more difficult. The winter ice storm affected many healthy trees, such as the ones that had to be cut down here. But that's not stopping the Ecology Center from continuing their spring programs. Corey Weir, Humber News.
Thanks for that, Corey. Bending the rules and accepting bribes has cost a Woodbine racetrack official his job. Robert Bertrand has been fired from supervising jockeys as a commission panel found that he cannot be trusted to conduct proper weight and alcohol tests. The panel ruled that his failure in following policies with breathalyzer equipment and accepting money from jockeys is a reasonable ground for termination. Bertrand worked at Woodbine for 20 years.
When we come back, we'll have more news from across the country and around the world. Mark McKelvey will have the sports news, and we'll have your weather forecast with Darren O'Malley.
A mix of snow and rain is on its way to the GTA today. I'll have all the details for you coming up in your weather forecast.